beauties, welcome back to part 2 of my wig series. So as you can tell in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I install the wig after I construct it. So I'm going to start off by placing some oil on my scalp just so my hair can stay hydrated underneath the wig, and then after that I'm going to begin to apply the cap. So before I apply my cap, I like to take some edge control. The edge control that I'm using is Evens, and I like to just use it to slick back my edges just so they could be all pushed back so I don't get any glue on them. And then after I add the edge control, I just like to take a rag and some alcohol and just rub off any excess edge control that may have got on my forehead, and I just use it and just wipe off my hairline. So now that I added my cap, I'm going to take my Got To Be Free spray and I'm just going to spray across my hairline where I want my frontal to lay. You don't have to do this step, but I want to give my closure wig this frontal look-alike, so that's why I'm doing this step. I don't do it every time I put a wig on, but for this install, I wanted to do that. So now that my free spray is completely dry, I'm just going to cut off all the little excess cap around my hairline because I don't need it. And so I'm just going to cut it all off, but I'm not going to cut it off completely because I still want to wear the cap underneath my wig to protect my braids. But I am going to cut off where it is around my hairline. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place my wig to make sure that it's in the right spot and that everything is laying how I want it to lay before I do glue it down. And then after that, my cap kind of did slide back a little bit. So to fix that, all I'm going to do is just add a little bit of Got To Be gel to just lay down the little edges so that it doesn't move anymore. So now that my glue is dry, I'm gonna add foundation onto my cap just so it could give me a more seamless bald look. My foundation did show up just a little bit more lighter than I expected when I put it on, but no worries if that happens because you're also gonna put the foundation onto the closure, so it will all still blend seamlessly. Now that I'm done adding my foundation, I'm just going to take a rag and some alcohol again, and I'm just going to wipe off my edges one more time before I apply the glue. When I applied the glue, I did just add one thick layer just so I didn't have to keep doing it because I don't want to wear the wig that long. but I do want it to still hold. And so I just take my finger to just blend it out, and then I just let it dry. So I didn't let my glue get completely clear before I added my wig on, only for the simple fact that I do want it to still stay tacky, and also I did put a lot of glue, so it was going to take a really long time for it to go completely clear. So I still decided to put the wig on, but I'm going to wrap an elastic band around to just hold the wig so it still gives me that melted look that I'm looking for before it's time for me to cut off the lace. So right now, I'm just adjusting my wig to make sure that it's in the right spot that I want it to be in. And I'm just going to use my comb to push back any hairs that may be in my way, just so I can clearly see where it is exactly that I'm putting my wig. And then I'm going to take my blow dryer and just dry the wig even more. And then after that, I'm going to take my hot comb to just still push back any excess hairs that may be in the way before pulling out my baby hairs and adding my elastic band. So I actually decided to do my baby hairs differently, so that's why you see me combing them back. But now I'm going to cut my lace off, because now that my glue is completely dry, I don't need any of this excess lace. So I'm using a eyebrow razor to give me like this jagged edge, so I don't have a straight edge on my hairline. So now that all the lace is off, what you see me doing now is just figuring out where I want to place my part. I am doing the side part if you haven't already noticed, but right now I'm just trying to figure out what looks good on me and just adjusting it as needed. So once I figure out where I want my part to lay, I'm going to take a hot comb just to remove any excess hair that may be in the way, and also just to get the wig just a little bit flatter. And then I'm going to take some concealer and just outline my part. So now that I found my part, I'm gonna pull out some hairs for my baby hairs, and then I'm just gonna hot comb them down just so they could not be in the way and that they'll be pulled forward. And then after that, I'm gonna take my tweezers and I'm just gonna tweeze through that section just to make it thinner, because I don't want really thick baby hairs. So after I'm done tweezing and everything, I'm just gonna take my hot comb again and I'm just gonna use it to pull all the hair back that's not needed for my baby hairs. And then I'm gonna take my same eyebrow razor and I'm just gonna cut through the baby hairs to make them short for my baby hair swoop. To lay my baby hairs, I like to use foam. The foam that I'm using is from Cantu, and I'm just gonna use that a little bit and just brush my baby hair until I like the way that it looks. So once I have my baby hairs in where I want it to be, I'm going to take my blend stick and my hot comb to just flatten out the area where my baby hairs lay, just so it could lay flatter and give me a sleek look. So my camera died, but I went ahead and just blow dry my hair out. And so now I'm going to style my hair. I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I think I'm just going to do like a straight look with the heavy bang swoop. So you'll see it as I'm doing it. But right now I'm just taking my flat irons and I'm just going through my hair just to give it some straightness, because it does have some wavy parts. And then after I do that, I'm just going to go through with my flat iron, create my swoop, and just straighten my hair. So after I did my swoop, instead of going like in individual rows, I just took sections of my hair and I just straightened it like that, because I do have a big flat iron, so, and it does get really hot. I think the degrees that I was using was 410, and so I don't have to go piece by piece for it to be straight. So I just went into big sections as I finished styling my hair. So now I'm just adding oil to get my hair some shine and just laying down any extra hairs that may be sticking up. So that's why I'm using my hot comb, just so everything could be flat and sleek. But I did ended up curling my hair towards the end, only because I like this look, but I just want to have something just a little bit more bouncier. A little bit. I didn't do big curls. I did do just slight loose curls, just to give it some texture and volume. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. And if you haven't seen my constructing a wig video, make sure you go watch that. Bye.